It is Matt McTavish, otherwise known as Vedres, commentating along with Booster. We will be commentating a Frontier League matchup between T Squared and TGH. It will be Black White Memes versus Black White Memes, other known as Black White Angels versus Black White Legends. What do you think of the matchup, Zeus?
Towards Clayton or C Squared being favored in the matchup. His removal is more live with things like Vraska's Contempt, Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, and Cast Out. And he's got heavy hitters like the Scarab God and Thalia's Lancers to tutor out these things than what TGH can do against another mid-range deck.
Yes, I agree with that. Dante is going to be really key in the matchup as well, being able to either steal a key removal spell or being able to steal one of the top end threats is always nice. I think also Liliana the Last Hope and Gideon being able to give recurable value will help close out the game. Whereas,
and outside of creatures, do I have their Planeswalker? No, he has an Utter End.
2 Utter Ends and 2 Transgress Mind in the main deck. I also think that T Squared threat density are just better on their own. Stuff like Naya the White Orchid, Wellgood, and Eiley. All decent in like an aggressive deck, which I think T Squared is. It's not going to be as good in the mid-range-ish mirror.
So let's look at these hands.
After sideboard, I think it will get slightly interesting, but depending on what each player brings in, you could technically make an argument for Settle the Wreckage out of TGH. As well as
I could see it, but I'm not sure he will.
Yeah, you can see it. Obnixlos is also really good at grinding. Transgress is an option. I'm not sure if you'll go to take it. Arwolves is another good card for drawing out of it. Whereas C Squared side, you get stuff like Profane Procession, which is really good. It's a 3-time removal piece, and then you get to steal their threats.
Pretty insane in this matchup.
Yeah. I'm not sure why Karn is in the board. I don't. It seems like the weakest. It seems really weird. None of this stuff is artifact synergies. So
yeah, it doesn't have like a lot of synergies with the deck overall. It might be like a spicy one of for like Thalia's Lancers, or maybe that's the thinking behind it. But I think I'd rather just have the 4th Gideon or
the 4th
another
Gideon.
5-drop like Obnix.
Like a board wipe in the sideboard, like a Fumigate, maybe something like that.
Crux of Fate, maybe even.
Yeah,
I hate the wreckage, but maybe.
Yeah, I think he brings in Procession, maybe Obnix. I don't think you want Gifted Aetherborn here. Transgresses, you could make a case for, but C Squared has shown dislike of keeping Transgress in fair matchups, with as evidenced by Monoblast Eldrazi. It'll be interesting to see if it changes the decision based on a different deck choice.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's opening hands.
Squared. The game is up.
I'm looking at their hands right now.
It's up, and
neither hand seems especially powerful.
Okay. T Squared just seems like removal and a threat or two. But 3 pieces of removal and a threat. That seems keepable.
Cast Out, which helps. And then Yawgmoth's Vile Offering is really good in this matchup. Into Archangel was a fine curve, but just doing nothing until then.
Currently can't see the hand.
Which has just lands, Respite, and then Archangel.
Don't think I would keep that on the play, but on the draw, it seems fine.
I think he's keeping, though.
Yeah. He's on the draw, so.
Yeah, I mean, it seems fine. Slow, but pressure on him in the early turn, so he can afford a slower hand.
C squared currently can't push the angel because it doesn't have a special land, so revolt won't be active.
When the angel is landed, he can just untap and cast out. However, it's not as good going Kalidas with a push with a turn before.
Leading on
Kalidas
Plains
plus push.
I guess he's not gonna have a 2-drop anyways to push.
Yeah, he also might just want to cycle.
That might be that. Oh, I'm thinking. Ooh, there you
About
go.
the cast out. Two other
Shambling
spells.
out.
In theory, he can get punished if he has like a good 2-drop and he draws a 3-drop, but Thalia, he's not playing 3-drops.
Let's see. I'm interested in what he takes. I don't think he takes Vile Offering because it needs C squared to be ahead to use it.
I think you just have to take Kalidas here. You don't have an answer in hand. It enables the Yawgmoth's Vile Offering because it's a legendary sorcery. And it's just like a really strong card in general.
I agree with that. Yep, and looks like
He agrees.
also agrees. Now
Transgress was a fine pickup there.
Yes, it was really good, actually. That
really offering isn't the greatest.
Yeah, with no legendaries either in the graveyard or in play, it's slightly subpar. Especially to be flooded on.
So if you're C-square here,
Angel into Ties into second Resplendent Angel, or if you go Resplendent Angel under Resplendent Angel. Oh no, you can't activate. Oh.
Scarab God is good, but not on this board. Right, so are you just firing off cast out here, or are you cycling this at some point?
I think you're waiting to see what he plays.
I think it's just a 3/3 flyer with no life gain engine other than the Shambling Vent, and he doesn't have the mana to activate it.
He's gonna play an Archangel Ties, and he's probably gonna get that cast out.
He does here.
I'd assume you would want to do that.
For C-squared, what are you looking for off the top of your deck?
Just a blue source. I would be looking for Gonti, the second Kalidas, or a Grasp of Darkness. That's also
Scarab God, but I was like thinking a blue source. You go Scarab God, untap, Vile Offering.
Blue source is really good too. Now, if he goes a blue source, he gets to go Scarab God into Vile Offering, get back, kill something, get back the Gideon that's gonna die.
Offering is now online if he needs to fire it off next turn, assuming he peels a land, since Gideon is the legendary.
Gideon's gonna take 3.
Angel and an Eiley.
That seems like it. Another good. C-squared doesn't have a Wrath, I don't believe. He runs 2 Languish in the main deck, so Languish is now the best draw.
You can just go Languish, then Gideon.
That's also really good. But
Define draw as well.
I think you just slam Scarab God here, and they go Vile Offering.
You lose your Gideon, but yeah.
You lose your Gideon. You have 2 2/2s. Oh, one thing about this though is he's gonna make Angel, an Angel with Resplendent. He's gonna make 2.
That is a thing. Do you think maybe Clayton should hold up the Fatal Push?
Also the Fatal Push, yeah.
Go on Flooded Strand, pass, hold up Push for the one he activates. TGH has nothing better to do though.
Not going to do that.
It looks like Scarab God to me.
I am a Scarab God, which is acceptable. It'll get punished, I believe, but it's acceptable. It also means that drawing another drawing a Languish now is absolutely insane.
Archangel of Ties is an awkward draw this turn because you probably just want to make 2 angels for free, I would assume.
Yeah. Making 2 angels for free is really good here.
A fetch land in particular is pretty good because then you can go Offering Push or Push/Offering. Then you can get an angel on your own if you'd like.
It is +2.
Because also just like there's nothing in the graveyard right now, so. Or he could get back his Gideon.
Yes. Okay, so
Gideon
C-squared's
here.
going down to 11. He needs
Get
to
pretty
draw
good pickup.
here,
Or Languish.
Fetchland, Languish. Gisela is not good enough. No, it is good enough currently. Because it blocks the 4/4. You take 12. You go up 15. Oh no, but then you sack the Pilgrim and then sack this whatever it blocks. So it's not enough.
Okay, his draw. Isolated Chapel doesn't do any. Well, I guess it kills a token. Push can. I mean, it's not an ideal use of your Fatal Push here.
Wait, Archangel is exiled. Archangel is
cast out.
Cast out. So there's nothing for the Scarab God to eat.
You can reanimate Gideon, make another 2/2.
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to swing your 2/2. You're supposed to swing 2/2s in.
Don't block since he knows about the Fatal Push, but
yeah, he should not block, but he has to swing. He needs to trigger Fatal Push and then pop it.
Not do that now. He's just gonna.
Also, another way you can do this, he gets that Gideon, he emblems Gideon, Revolt is active, and then he pops Push. Yeah. Offering isn't effective.
That's actually. Embling Gideon's an interesting one here.
Okay. Just a little bit of confusion with the players. You have to emblem here, I believe. You need to trigger Fatal Push.
More angels.
You can attack first if you don't want to emblem the Gideon and get because Gideon's just gonna die anyways. So you should just emblem push the other angel.
The emblem push, you can.
Then you can swing. First. No, swing doesn't do anything. It just blocks 4/4s. And you can
you could, in theory, swing the 6/6 Scarab God.
But that also means he doesn't have the legendary for the next pile offering.
Lose Gideon in that line, so.
You do lose Gideon in that line. Then he's got a 4/4, but then you're at 11. No, you're at 7. Then you replace Scarab God, but then he has Archangel ties.
Is deep in the tank here about this embling. He definitely sees the line, otherwise he wouldn't be thinking as much about it.
I'm pretty sure he's the line.
He probably is considering a possible other option.
Oh yeah, there's the Gideon emblem.
He agrees with you. Embleming here is the correct option.
Yes. Push.
But it's away. It's away for sure.
Trade off a 4/4. Make. Wait, why is he doing that? It's a 3/3 into a 4/4. TJ's just taking it though. What? Interesting.
Is there something I'm missing here? No, why he wouldn't.
Swing for 8.
In the air.
3. Okay.
I'm not sure I understand.
I don't either. Is something we're missing? As far as I'm aware, it's a 3/3 into a 4/4.
Damage on any of the angels? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if C-squared has a live draw. Languish doesn't do it.
Isn't Yawgmoth's Vile Offering a live draw? He kills one flyer, has a blocker for 1. Nope, he's a point short.
Oh, no. He needs to draw another Fatal Push.
Two,
He
right?
needs
No.
not a grass, no, not a grass, a fatal push. Then he can kill the Archangel, put a Resplendent Angel into play.
To get. Well,
Really,
he's thinking about scrying. Then he has only 2 mana up, so it has to be a grasp.
a grasp or another push. No, a grasp.
No push.
Because then Archangel gets through. Also, he needs mana to block the. I think he's just dead. Yeah, he's just dead. Because he's just too low at this point. He can Vile Offering, put a 3/3 into play, kills a 4/4. Then he takes 7. Yeah, he's dead. Yes, his out is bluffing, but I don't think you even care about bluffing going in anyways. So I think he's just dead.
So deck lists are public, so Japan Hobbyists isn't going to play around and settle the wreckage that he doesn't have. Still watch him play it out, but there's no way he's not dead here.
Yep, she squared soup on to game 2. So, Profane in. Obnixilus maybe in. I think you cut Giselle in this matchup. Cast Down is the worst removal spell. So I think those two for those two seems like a good idea for C-squared at the very least.
Bring in Obnixilus. I think the discard, like you mentioned, he's not really into it in these fairy matchups.
Yeah.
Duresses wouldn't hurt. Transgresses, excuse me.
Shalai. And I think after seeing how well the aggressive plan worked last time, I don't think you bring in Settle now if you're TJH, based off what you thought. You just want to go fast, and then maybe have Obnixilus as a backup grind or an Arc Gold. And
I think you bring in like a Bloodfast, maybe an Obnixilus or 2.
Yeah.
There's your TGH, actually.
Archangel, Avacyn, like C-squared Wrath are Languish, so the
exile based
is not as good as it could be, and it dies to Grasp, it dies to Cut with the ETB. I don't think it's as good as this other option.
Do you think maybe -4 Archangel of Tides plus one Bloodfast, maybe both Obnixilus, Trim, and Avacyn?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Treasure Maps also, like, it can be good. It's also really slow. Maybe you cut.
Maybe you can cut one, but I think it's fine in the matchup. I mean, C-squared's not too fast.
Yeah.
An engine like that can be pretty sweet.
But I think if you're going to very late game, C-squared is just gonna win. I think you're supposed to try and get under.
So we talked about this sideboard Karn. We were curious about it. So we see Clayton's actually brought it in. He's cut 2 Languish. He's cut 2 Fatal Push. He's added Sorin, Obnixilus, Karn, and a Profane Procession.
Okay. So he's bringing in the late game powerhouses. Okay, that's reasonable.
Makes sense.
Profane Procession was auto include. It was just the best card in the 75, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, so
maybe care about it more, but other than that,
getting the sideboard plan from T.
This is super risky.
Oh, that hand. Yeah. Sideboard plan from Japan Hobbyist right now.
You have Grasp of Darkness. You have 2 good threats in Thalia and Cletus. You got Contempt as a catch-all. But you only
what do you lead on here? What land are you leading on? Are you leading on Strand to get a tapped Sunken Hollow or a tapped Prairie Stream?
I'm leading on Strand, and I'm not crafting.
Yeah.
That's what I would do every time if he keeps the same.
confused us a little bit. He kept in his Archangel of Ties and Avacyn's, but the Japan hobby has cut 2 Fatal Push, the treasure maps you touched on, and he brought in 2 Ob Nixilis, 1 Transgress, and 2 Shalai. We touched on how Shalai can be pretty good here. He opted out of the Bloodfast, cited a Transgress the Mind instead. It seems fine against Clayton's deck. It's pretty strong how high this curve goes. So it makes sense to me.
This setting a push isn't unreasonable considering there's only 6 targets per push. 2 Kalidas. Oh no, there's
Thalia,
7.
yeah.
There's Uzella. City Border. Okay, 2 squared just push.
Exact same hand he had last time with the exact same draw.
Basically, yeah. Same land.
Resplendent Angel off the top. That's kind of cool.
Nice. That's so nice.
Here, I mean, Clayton's shaping up well.
But it's trying, I think. Oh, interesting. I think
Grasp something if he really, really wants to. Grasp, untap, play Flooded Strand, get Prairie Stream, Thalia.
I think you get Sunken Hall on there. And you get basic flame.
Was there any reason not to just slam Thalia here? Shambling Vent could be one, but he
keep the fetch land available for. Yeah. Other than that, seems fine. Thalia is gonna do work on the mana base. He's gonna go Angel, 3 mana Angel, and a 3 mana Angel, and 2 Archangel. You get to grasp 1, push the other if you draw. Untapped land here would be good. Because now you just slam Kalidas.
Then Angel right now. He can't activate it, so he's not going to gain that life to get that Angel token.
Exactly. So you just go grasp into next turn with a black sword. No. 1, 2. He's a black source away from being able to, an untapped land away from being able to go grasp plus push. If he draws untapped land, he can go grasp and kill the runes, get push. Untapped land here would be
he drew Swamp, yeah.
That's
actually the best untapped land he could have got too.
Field of Ruins, the Shambling Vent, gets the basic Swamp. Or he doesn't see it.
Doesn't want to.
Doesn't want to, yeah. I guess you don't need to.
I'm too afraid of it.
The ball going. Interesting.
He catches the Japan hobbyist slipping, gets him to put mana into the Shambling Vent.
Yeah. So then you're gonna grasp the Angel, I'm assuming, end of turn. Or the untapped one.
I just want to contempt. You don't get Kalida's value, but maybe that's what he's looking for. He just wants mana efficiency.
I mean, you use all your mana with the Field of Ruin play as well.
Sure, I'm just saying he might not want to activate Field of Ruin because he played that Shambling Vent. We're not sure what he wants, what he's thinking, I guess.
That's fair. Yeah, I think now that...
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to work out. He's going to contempt the Angel end of turn, and then he's going to do the play.
He's contempting the Angel of Ties here, yep. And he's an untap. He's going to be able to kill both these Angels to make multiple zombies.
And win the game.
I don't think on the last out here.
Poggers.
TGH has an out here if he just kills both those creatures.
Yeah, Kalidas is just going to take over.
He doesn't have any sweepers in his deck.
Nope.
Board settles
I
and
think
flying
doubles,
tendril.
but I don't believe he brought them in.
We know for a fact he did not. So he's got nothing. To answer a board full of zombies, Kalidas.
We just passed. Okay, that's completely reasonable. Like he just waits until he activates the thing, if he could, but he can't. Now he's gonna grasp.
Now he can Avacyn. Now, Grasp
Now
gets around that, but Fatal Push does not.
Push won't work, but grasp will work.
Upon Grasp, which is the correct one. So do you hold Push here, or are you just like untapping?
I would push here. He's gonna.
The ruining looks like.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna fill the ruin. The shambling vent, I'd assume.
Yeah. Land.
So if you're TJ, if you're C squared, you untap, you play Lily, you plus on the app. It's gonna be flashed in here, so that doesn't.
He's just conceding here.
I mean, he's gonna be dead regardless, but the Avacyn would have because of the Liliana plus would have forced him to chump with Avacyn. Actually, no, you could have gone 2-3 in front of 2-2, and 3-3 in front of one of them.
What everything changes on the player that they draw for these players?
Yeah. I think if you're TJ, you want settle even less when you're on the play because you're likely to be ahead on board.
Clayton's hand.
This looks,
I
low but really good.
It's just really slow though, and he's on the draw, so a strong aggressive start from TGH could punish him here.
Yeah, it has all your colors.
It has one of your best cards in the Scarab God and Thalia's Lanthers to get your other best card, Profane Procession, or whatever you need at the time. Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, something like that. It's insanely strong on the archetype now. Of legends and the addition of legendary sorceries to the game.
Oh yeah.
Thalia's Lancers just became much better than it already was. Now you can get a removal spell with Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. It's just all around pretty strong card.
Yep. It's just flexible. The tutor on an okay body, a decent mana cost. A slightly overpaying mana cost. I mean, it dives to grass, but it fetches. It also draws you. It also tutors while dying to grass, which is really nice.
So this hand.
Oh, it's gonna go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop if he draws a land.
And he's got a pretty strong 4-drop in July here.
Oh, Cletus will in fact be very nice. If he can draw some removal with it, it'll be even better.
He's opting to get value out of Knight of the White Orchid here, but isn't maybe.
TJ didn't play his 2-drop on 2.
Caves of Quelos into Knight. Then you play Urborg Swamp in play, so you can play Resplendent Angel. So the Isolated Chapel is turned on on 4.
Yeah, he missed
it on getting Knight value.
No Fatal Push here.
Maybe he missed the Urborg interaction.
So you just get Sunken Hall here. Actually, yeah, Sunken Hall. Because you have a bunch of double black. It's also better for Scarab God, but you're using that blue sword.
Just drew the Prairie Stream anyway, so it didn't really matter. It's not the ideal land to draw here.
You play it because it's a tap land. But yeah, it is not the ideal. The other end is going to be really annoying going to either take out a Gideon or a Cletus, more likely to be played. Okay, now you're going to go Shalai here.
Yep.
Fine. This is a classic OK in the blue deck, against the blue deck with no counter spells. Feels good, man. Ooh.
Board drop. This is not looking good for Clayton here.
It's not. So Gideon just dies on board. So you probably play Cletus, and then gets Utter Ended. Then you play Scarab God.
Play Gideon just because you have a second one, but I mean, it's just not a very strong play. You're spending 4 mana for a 2/2 and like a couple of life points.
It gives you the biggest chance of stabilizing with the Murderous Cut. We'll see if he takes it. I think the problem with the Gideon play is he just plays it, he makes a 2/2, and then the Splendid Angel and both of the angels just kill it on board. And then
he's holding up Murderous Cut for Shalai.
Except he's also deployed a 2/2. Murderous Cutting the Shalai is also an option.
To do that at sorcery speed.
Yes, he did do that at sorcery speed. That's a Grasp of Darkness. So that would have
on his turn because it would blank Shalai. Like if he has a second Shalai in hand.
Interesting. He's just activating Shambling Rent instead of playing the Knight.
There was a change from the Japan Hobbyist. First side game 3, he cut a Transgress the Mind and he brought in a Fatal Push.
Okay. He's just gonna slam Folly's Lance of Fleece, or is it just gonna be Scarab God and hope for the other end not to be there?
Ends in the list. Oh nope. Dahlia's answer makes sense.
What is he gonna grab for them?
Care if it dies. It has a good body.
Yeah. Okay. Are you grabbing for Fate Possession? What could he be getting?
That, or he's getting Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. Oh, Lyra.
Lyra, another one. Yep.
I don't think I would have gone for Lyra there.
I mean, it stabilizes against Splendid Angel because it can't actually attack into it. Although the other end is going to be really annoying. Also, he just drew the 6th land. So he's just going to activate Angel here. He's just going
to end up losing this one.
Okay. The best draw here is Languish followed by Grasp of Darkness.
Deck anymore. It's sold on him cutting because it kills everything but Lyra.
There you go, Grasp of Darkness. You have to play that here. I mean, C-Squared doesn't know this, but you have to play that here, or you just gonna play the Lyra.
And that's the game.
That is the game. Because this is a
that's unfortunate. Games.
The Angel token has Vigilance. No, it has Flying and Vigilance. Yeah. Fortunate.
Okay, sure, Clayton will rally back and not lose another match until the finals. It's typically what he does. He didn't bring Eldrazi this time, so clearly see him getting punished here.
Yeah.
Steer there would have been easier for him to win.
Yeah, this is a really interesting list by C-Squared. He doesn't normally play much. He plays Eldruz. Where are my thought knots that are good thing?
So interesting. Mixed list could have been a fetch there off the profane possession, but Athalia's Lancers, that would have kept him alive because it's a 5-mana removal spell. He could have just slammed it, killed the Resplendent Angel.
Yawgmoth's Vile Offering doesn't do anything because Lancers itself isn't a legendary creature.
Zed, Obnixialus.
Oh, Obnix. Yes, you were right. Don't
Then
worry
I
about
remove a
me.
spell. There's too many of them.
Obnix list. Yeah. Even no, he didn't have a 6 land for Thorn, so Thorn would have been better because it would have gained him life as well.
Well, I mean, pretty good game from the two players there. We saw some pretty interesting Magic cards you don't usually see in really any format. Super sweet. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, yes. GG's
All right.
to both of those players. Good luck in their next round. It's fun bringing you the broadcast of this round. Hope to see you in the Frontier League of the UOL. Till next time, see you.